very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Manchester. It's Thursday of Fight Week, and you know what that means. It's press conference day. Big night of boxing coming your way from right here, the AO Arena on Saturday night. The Warrior Code, Jack Catterall, a new chapter, looking to bounce back to winning ways, up at 147 pounds when he collides with the unbeaten, ambitious Harlem Eubank, who believes with victory will take his seat at the top table on DAZN this weekend. Now, in line with the Matchroom rebrand, we felt it was time to shake things up a little bit. And as you can see behind us, we have a few familiar faces in a few familiar zones. Behind us in the face-off section, my wingman, former IBF World Middleweight Champion, Mr. Darren Barker in the house. Over there, the small talk team of former IBF World Flyweight Champion Sonny Edwards, alongside Charlie Parsons. But first, we can see both sides of the main event with their respective training teams, alongside promoter Eddie Hearn.
Thanks, Jamie. Welcome everybody to Manchester. Yes, you're quite right. The rebrand is in existence. I wondered what it was when Ross Garrity and the team told me we needed to switch things up. For a long time, we've been the leader, we've been the front runner. But over time, some people innovate, a lot copy and follow, and we had to double down and keep evolving. I think we've done a fantastic job. And here at 11B, we are dedicated to giving you the very best boxing content around the world. Something different from Matchroom today, something different in the format for the press conference particularly, but of course the product remains the same. A domestic blockbuster this Saturday in Manchester at the AO Arena, live and exclusive on DAZN around the world. Two guys in very different positions in their career, and that's why I love this fight. Jack Catterall, we know the story, should have been the undisputed world champion. In fact, we expected him to be fighting Teofimo Lopez just a few months ago, until he lost to Barboza. All of a sudden, up steps Harlem Eubank, 21-0, a guy that Calla and the team at Wasserman have been building fantastically well on Channel 5, drawing big audiences. He rolls the dice at world level. Must-win fight for Jack Catterall and a big opportunity for Harlem Eubank to gate-crash the world scene at 147 pounds. Let's hear from both teams as we go straight into the main event. Where else to start but with Sam Jones. Sam, welcome. You have done a great job in guiding Jack. We know the defeat last time was a brutal one, not in terms of the actual fight, but in terms of the path towards a world title. Why the decision to roll the dice against a young, hungry competitor with Harlem Eubank? Because the pressure seems to be firmly stacked on this side of the table.
Sure. Harlem's 31, so he's not a spring chicken. He's been around a long time, and he's got his opportunity now at world level. Obviously his name does help because it carries great weight. It's rich in boxing history. The Eubank name holds huge value. As you say, Calla and Nissa have built him extremely well on Channel 5. He does big numbers, and we thought that rather than fight somebody nobody's heard of in a comeback fight or a 12-round international fight, we'll fight a Eubank, and a good Eubank as well. So that's the reasons as to why. And but it has to be a good fight, Eddie. It has to be a good fight. They're both under pressure to deliver a good fight for the fans.
I know there's no complacency for the team, but I know that when we made this fight, it was a fight that you guys fancied. You guys felt that you should be a level above. As we draw closer, notoriously, people start talking about the possible, what won't be deemed an upset from this side, but still confident that Jack is a level above Harlem Eubank.
Jack's just...
That was a long pause.
There's no pause, Eddie. I'm trying to word it.
Uncertainty.
No, okay. You sat there with sunglasses on, Harlem. Calm down. Listen, Harlem's a fantastic
the monocle
fighter.
last time, mate.
No, there's no monocle today. I had to sell it because I had to do a job.
Can't sell anything.
Oh, listen, Harlem, you can't come at Harlem, don't come at me. Your promoter never turned up and your uncle never turned up, so I had to do the job.
Answer your questions. That wasn't a job, mate.
The question is, Jack Catterall is 32 yesterday. He's a better fighter than Harlem Eubank, and he's knocking him spark out on Saturday.
We will soon find out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sam.
No problem.
Calla and welcome. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I mean, we've done some monsters.
Yeah, do you know what, Ed? It started here 15 years ago. I don't know if I can mention the fight in this arena again, but it was David Hay and you had Audie Harrison.
Very unlucky that night. Yeah. We were very unlucky.
I'm looking forward to putting one on you on Saturday.
Yeah, you were lucky Audie never turned up that night. He was looking dangerous.
He turned up, but Audie didn't, yeah. No, great, listen, great to be here. It's one of those fights, when you set out and look at a boxing career, it's got those moments where you have to roll the dice. And You know, we're blessed to have Channel 5 with Harlem making massive numbers, but those numbers, they only bring you to a certain place in this sport. And I'm blessed to have 27 years in this sport of making champions, and it just felt so right when this fight came. And Jack will see it exactly the same way around, no doubt. It's a world-class operator, absolute privilege to put this fight on. But it is the moment where Harlem now will step up. It's that moment that feels right. It's the moment that, you know, in every big fighter's career, it comes where you have to test the mettle. So from our side, we know what Jack Catterall can do. He's been in with some of the greatest names in the sport. Fantastic fighter. Jamie Moore, top coach. He's even got a sort of mini Eddie Hearn in his corner. And that's fantastic. So he's got a great team, but on Saturday night, everyone goes out the ring. It's just the ref and the boxers, and that's fantastic. And we're going to see what Harlem Eubank can do, because there's not really much they could have studied on him. You know, he's fought a couple of guys that they fought together, same guys, but they don't know what Harlem Eubank can do. And only Harlem and Charlie know that, and we're going to find out Saturday night. So watch the zone. It's going to be a cracker.
Thanks, Keller. Speak to the trainers. Charlie, what can he do? Your man. It is a step up. I think you know the game. You know the quality of Jack Catterall as well. Good timing, right time. Your man ready for the job on Saturday.
It's a great time. I'd like to thank all the people at Manchester for looking after us so far. We're really looking forward to this fight. Harlem just needs that opportunity. This is that opportunity. Jamie Moore, he was saying, we don't know how good Harlem is, but we know how good Harlem is. Harlem knows how good he is. And come Saturday, the world will know how good Harlem is.
What will be the difference between the two? I mean, there is a lot of unknowns in terms of Harlem at world level. We know he's a fantastic talent. What gives you the confidence to believe he can operate at that level and beat this man?
I just believe Harlem's got a lot more skills than Jack Catterall. Simple.
Jamie, obviously, crunch time, really. I mean, last time out, we had the opportunity at our feet, really, to go and fight for that world title. Now, all of a sudden, you're in a domestic clash. It handles a little bit more spice, a lot more attention as well, but a big risk for Jack Catterall this fight. Still confident that you sit levels above the man to my left?
Absolutely. I've always been a big advocate of Jack's skill. He's always been world level for many years, and he just needed the opportunity to prove it. He did that. He didn't get the decision. So I totally understand where they're coming from in the context of the saying, nobody knows yet, but I've got confidence in my fighter. The fact of the matter is, Jack Catterall is a very difficult fighter to beat, and is Harlem Eubank good enough? Has he got the capabilities to do it? We'll see on Saturday night, but believe you me, Jack Catterall's got the bit between his teeth, because he's got something to prove. And we needed this type of fight, this type of opponent. We know Harlem's going to come and give it his all, and we know he's a very good fighter, but it takes that type of opponent to bring the best out in Jack Catterall. We couldn't afford to just go in there having an 8 or 10 rounder at this stage of his career and him taking his eye off the ball. We know he's going to have to be at his very best on Saturday, and he's in great form.
Thanks, Jamie. Let's go to the fighters. Harlem, confidence from the team on the right, as you'd expect. Sam Jones calling it a knockout victory for Jack Catterall. Just 2 days away. Ready for your big moment, the Manchester Arena, the global stage, and a fight at world level for the first time in your career?
More than ready. Sam said what he said, but he's got it wrong over and over again. And this will be another occasion to add to that list. I've been training behind the scenes for 11 years, working on the art form, and I believe that I'm ready to go in there and show the world what I'm capable of up at world level.
Do you think this is the occasion and the stage that you're made for? It is very different. I mean, you beat some good opposition, and Cal has built you very well, but this is the difference now, fighting up at that level. This is a guy that should have been undisputed world champion. You've given him his props to say he's at that level, but what makes you so confident you beat him on Saturday?
I believe that this is the level that I've built myself to. This is the level that I was destined for, and I came in the sport. I laced up the gloves because I wanted to become a world champion, and I've spent my time in the sport, grafting away to get to this point. And now is the chance for me to go in there and prove that world championship for me is not too far away.
confidence here and the prediction of a stoppage victory. Do you see yourself getting Jack Catterall out of there on Saturday night?
Most definitely. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what he comes with. You know, like they say, he's got the bit between his teeth. He's been away to America. You know, we're going to get the best version of Jack Catterall. And that's exactly what I've been training for.
Well, Jack, not many big-name domestic fighters choose a up-and-coming guy with a big profile that's, you know, you want to look at those world-level fights. I've seen it time and time again. You chose that with your team. And Sam is right, the bit between your teeth absolutely must win on Saturday night.
Yeah, 100%. I think Sam touched on it. We could have come back, chose a different route, but these are the fights that excite me, the domestic clashes. And this is what I'm here for. Like we said, Harlem, he's undefeated, he's talented, he's going to come. I feel like quite a few years back I was in his position, waiting for that opportunity, chomping at the bit, so this is his opportunity, but I'm here Saturday to prove I've still got it.
I know you're not one to carry the arrogance and talk too much, but do you put yourself on another level to this man?
I believe so, yeah. I've worked so hard up until this point. We had a stinker in the last fight, but I've doubled down, I've been training hard, and I believe I'm in levels above him.
And finally, to both men, KO predictions as well. Jack, how do you see this fight playing out on Saturday night, and confident you can get him out of there, or just victory by any means necessary?
You know what, very confident. I think if he thinks he can come and knock me out, he's got a big problem in front of him, and it's going to end bad for him.
And Harlem, the Eubank brand, on the rise right now. We expect that to continue on Saturday night?
Of course, you know, it's Eubank supremacy. My cousin, you know, by the end of this year, he would have beaten the alleged drug cheat twice, and I will become world champion.
Well, we shall see. It's a cracking domestic matchup on Saturday night. Jack Catterall against Harlem Eubank, live and exclusive on DAZN around the world. A stellar undercard, and one fight that I'm particularly looking forward to is Aqib Fiaz against Alex Murphy, and Darren Barker's with both of those in the face-off zone.